Hello, and welcome to another episode of eBay Scavengers at ebayscavengers.com. This is episode number 72, and this is Ryan. I'm here with Jay. What are we talking about, Jay?
Okay, I was really reluctant to make this a topic of a show, but I thought about it, and I just thought, let's just get it out in the open.
Okay.
So I had an email from a listener, another eBay seller. It's this week, and it sounds like she sold vintage stuff like we do, and she has been selling longer than we have. And the email was kind of like this. It was basically, I've been selling for a long time, and I've been reading on eBay forums and reading on eBay blogs about eBay is deleting people's accounts or suspending people that have very good feedback. And I'm afraid that eBay is going to do it to me one day, and that all the work I've put in has been wasted, and now I feel like I shouldn't put the effort into eBay anymore.
Right.
And you know what? I've heard that before. Like, if you read on the horrible eBay forums that are just a dark pit of sadness,
Yeah.
where people talk about this. I guess it was like in last year or earlier, it's this year, they suspended 15,000 sellers from selling, and that seems like a lot.
Right.
And I think that really scared people. They were like, it's going to be you next. You know?
Right.
This is how I talked to her about it. I said, well, let's break this apart. Number one, eBay's a business.
Right.
And they depend on us to make its money, and then they make money through us. So her thinking is, well, eBay is now focusing more on its merchandise. You know, the big companies that sell
Flat screen TVs, stuff like that.
People like us that sell like thrift store stuff, we aren't important anymore, and they're pushing away from us. So I'm thinking, well, the answer to that is, but eBay still pushes a mobile app to help people take photos of items in its closet. I mean, I've even seen ads where they're promoting people to sell their basically a yard sale stuff.
Right.
So that doesn't really make sense that they would do both those things. I mean, if they really wanted to get rid of the small people like us, they would just cut us off. I mean, corporations aren't sneaky. Corporations are like, they make a decision and they do it. The other thing is this whole 15,000 sellers that got suspended. You got to put that in context. I mean, If you Google it, you know, how many people sell on eBay. I mean, there are different numbers floating around, but like Meg Whitman once said that 1.3 million people sell on eBay. So 15,000 sellers is tiny. And
Meg Whitman used to be the CEO,
right,
for anyone who doesn't know.
And then my question would be, of those 15,000, like, were they bad sellers with like low DSR ratings and low negative feedback?
Well, you talked to someone. We had someone email us who said, I was one of those people who got cut off. And so Jay, as he does, said, well, what was the reason? Oh, I don't know what the reason was. But actually what you got out of him was he wasn't shipping things. He wasn't communicating with his buyers.
I mean, he was a nice guy, and he's probably hearing this.
Right.
And basically he just said, I was going through a bad patch. People had bought some stuff. I was slow on the draw. I didn't talk to people.
Right.
I got some bad feedback. And because I had so few things that I had sold, the bad feedback overwhelmed me. And then his frustration was eBay wouldn't open his account back up, and you know, that does suck. But I mean, I think the point is though, is that anytime people start telling me eBay's canceling a seller, I would really want to know what the numbers are, because if eBay is getting rid of sellers that aren't communicating, they don't ship on time, they ship things that are not good quality, or it's misrepresent stuff, I want eBay to do that. Right. You should want eBay to have quality control, because once someone buys on eBay from one of us who has bad intentions or sloppy or a lazy, that affects all of us.
Right. And it's a bad reputation.
The other thing that I spoke to in this email conversation I'm having was, I said, you know, I find that a lot of these complaints are coming from old eBayers, people that have been on eBay for a long time. You know, since
the beginning,
right? Like they helped, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s, they helped create the site in a sense, and they feel a lot of, you know, ownership.
Right.
even though they don't really have any, but they feel ownership because they're the ones that kind of started the whole buying online thing, and God bless them. But if you think about it, online commerce has really changed in the past 10 years or 15 years now. eBay is not the only game in town. They're competing against Amazon, Walmart.com. I mean, just...
Yeah, all the Overstock.com.
Every single store has their own website now. LL Bean, and it's
free
like...
shipping.
Yeah, Target, Kmart, and Etsy is now coming up.
But the beautiful thing, and this is what we always come back to, is, with the exception of Etsy now, eBay is one of the only sites in the world that you can buy crazy, one-of-a-kind, vintage, old, hard-to-find, weird items. Because you can't do that on Amazon, you can't do that on Overstock,
right.
And there's a whole, I just re-found it this week, there's a blog called eBay Stories.
Yep.
Run by eBay, and they talk about a lot of those things. Look at the craziest, most expensive thing that's sold this week, and it's always a weird, hand-me-down item,
right. eBay still seems proud of the fact that it's the place to go for really funky items.
One-of-a-kind, rare items. Even
though I do agree at the same time, if you're selling iPhone cases, it's going to be tough for you because eBay does promote, or, if you're selling designer, it's clothes, they do promote those big brands. And,
right.
And if you're competing against them, that's going to be tough. But if you're competing against nobody, I mean, you're just competing against other small sellers who are selling it's one-of-a-kind items, I really feel like it makes me actually feel kind of safe because I'm not competing against a Walmart. It's when I'm selling my 1950s lamps or my old fabric, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like vintage one-of-a-kind stuff.
I
mean, for us, we just, I get that. I see that on eBay. On the front page, it's designer shoes, it's designer iPad, whatever, electronics. I see that. I wish my stuff was on the front page of eBay.
Yeah.
But I sell a lot of stuff, so...
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll think, oh my God, well, what if they're right? What if they're going to cancel our account one day for no reason at all? I feel like if that were to really happen, that would be really, really bad. And then you know what? We would find somewhere else to go sell our stuff on. I mean, there are certain things that would be beyond my control, but we've always had good experience with dealing with eBay on the phone. Every once in a while, we'll have a buyer that just seems very mean,
Yeah,
they
that.
seem almost spiteful. Like, they aren't really being mean to us personally. They're just angry at the world, and we just happen to be in the way. And you know what? Sometimes eBay will not be on our side. But you know what? We sell enough stuff. Or the strategy is not to let one bad feedback bring the whole store down.
It's so hard though, really, I've actually had a couple returns this week. In fact, I just looked at one right now, and it feels bad, and you're like, it feels like a shock. You're just like, damn, but think of all the other things you sold that are successful. A huge percentage are successful. It's all about perspective and just keep on going.
Right.
It also, honestly, it really helps to have a partner because you and me bounce this off each other all the time.
Right. I think too, we always say this. You are a retailer. We're retailers. You're like a person that has a corner store where people are coming in and out. And just like in any of those stores, people are going to buy stuff. People are going to want to return stuff. And there's really nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And if you have a very thin skin, or if I have a very thin skin and I get afraid of this stuff, or this stuff makes me angry, or if it's going to ruin my whole day, I'd be in the wrong business.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel like I've learned a lot from you. You really push the whole idea of don't take it personally. Work it out. Don't get emotional about it. Like your friend, we had this friend that we knew from down the street, actually, who sold stuff on eBay, and some weird thing happened with some resolution center case where it went towards the buyer, and he was so mad he closed his eBay store, completely closed it, deleted his account. That's so crazy. You know, that's over the top thinking of like this one stupid customer who was mean ruined your whole business, and that's unnecessary.
It's just unfortunate when I have friends who sell on eBay and they don't see the big picture, you know?
Right.
But then again, maybe it just means that really they aren't meant for that kind of,
right.
way of selling. But anyway, I don't know. We don't want this to be a negative podcast. I just wanted to bring it up because I feel like I've seen this in many different places. And then when it's woman who is it's my email friend now, she, was emailing with this really concern because she's reading about how eBay's coming after her. I feel like that would be a hard way to do business if you think that the website that you depend on your livelihood from, if you really think that eBay is against you, if I thought eBay was against me and that eBay was out to get me and that their goal was to crush my store, I would just quit eBay right now,
Yeah, I would not sell on eBay.
But I don't feel that way. So I feel like people just have to make a choice, If eBay's not for you, just get off the eBay community boards scaring everyone and just go sell on Bonanza or Etsy or
yeah.
I don't know. There's other sites. Just make your own website and sell your own stuff,
Go to the local flea market and set up a booth.
That's right, yeah.
And I'll buy this stuff from you and sell it on eBay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we've been on eBay long enough where we've been through a series of these changes that they do. It seems like every 12 months or so, they have a new announcement and something's changed. And I mean, some of it's kind of a pain in the ass, but ultimately, if I think about it, they're just trying to keep up. You know, like with this whole it's next day shipping thing, they're just trying to keep up because Amazon is like, they're now talking about like delivering
on the same day
packages by like drone helicopters,
Yeah, like I saw something on Twitter today about some Amazon drone and I was like, what the hell?
It's just...
We need USPS drones.
So I think those days of like 1999, having your eBay store, shipping only once a week... your descriptions are in 10 different colors with like blinking Santa Clauses. Like, I don't know.
You're really into the blinking. I think that's the second time you mentioned blinking Santa Claus.
I think it's burned in my skull. I've seen people with those descriptions, and there's only one photo that's really tiny and like out of focus. Like, I think those days of selling on eBay are over because... people's expectations for presentation are
higher.
Are much higher now.
Right. So you got to keep up.
So anyway, we just want to. I've been trying to put this out there. If you are listening and you buy and sell in a country other than America, we'd love to talk to you because we're really interested in how people scavenge and thrift and sell in other countries. There's this feeling like it's really an American thing, which I don't think it is. But, we'd love to talk to you. So please write to us if you hear this. So anyway, guys, as we always say, in the most loving way, shut up and list.
Go for it. Get your stuff online. Don't let it sit in storage and not be for sale.
That's right.
That is the only way.
Bye.